Hi everybody, my name is Kate, and this little girl who's in the corner here is the Glitterbug. Tonight we thought we would read you a good night story, and we have chosen
The Bad Mood and the Stick.
The Bad Mood and the Stick.
Do you see that clothing?
Elsa pleats are not essential.
I got two.
Okay, so this is a story that we really like. We got it in Canada last summer. It is not one I've ever seen over here, but it's by Lemony Snicket, who wrote the series of series of unfortunate events.
Yeah,
And the pictures, the art is by Matthew Forsyth. And one of my favourite things about this is that it says here, this bad mood belongs to, you would say the Glitterbug. Okay, so
I know the Glitterbug and Elsa.
Elsa, of course. The Bad Mood and the Stick. Okay. Once there was a stick and a bad mood. The stick was on the ground.
Who picked it up?
Spoiler alert.
Oh,
And the bad mood was with a girl named Curly.
really?
Curly had been with a bad mood for 2 hours since she had seen an ice cream store but hadn't gotten any ice cream. The stick had been on the ground since last night when the tree dropped it.
I can't see the patterns. Oh, okay.
Curly picked up the stick and used it to poke her brother. That's not nice, said her mother. Apologise to Napoleon and throw the stick in the bushes.
And there's the black bits in.
Curly had really enjoyed poking her brother Napoleon, so much that her bad mood was gone. Her mother was carrying it now. Humph, she said, which is a bad mood noise. The stick didn't say anything. Even when a raccoon picked it up. Who knows what the raccoon wanted to do with the stick? But he ran out of the bushes and frightened an old man named Lou. Holy moly, said Lou.
I like that word.
Which is what he always said
Holy
when
moly.
something exciting happened. And then his feet did a little dance. And he fell into a puddle.
Tickly, tickly, tickly.
Curly's mother couldn't help herself and she started to laugh. Her bad mood was gone.
No,
Lou had it.
you did. You had it.
The sound of all that laughter startled the raccoon and he dropped the stick in the mud. Look at my pants, Lou said, which was his bad mood noise. They're a muddy, awful mess. The stick didn't answer. Now, for the purposes of a UK readers, pants means trousers. Lou went right to the dry cleaners. A lady named Mrs. Durham was head of the establishment with a pencil behind her ear. Take that pencil out of your ear, said Lou. You gotta wash these pants and wash them quick. I'll stand around in here in my underwear until you're done. You will do no such thing, said Mrs. Durham. This is a family place. But Lou, get rid of that, but Lou had already had his pants off. Trousers, people, trousers. Here you go, he said. They're a muddy, awful mess. Ugh, said Mrs. Durham, looking at the pants and looking at Lou. And you would think that the bad mood would have moved on to her. dramatic pause. But it didn't. She took one look at Lou in his underwear and the bad mood flew right out of the window. You never know what is going to happen. Same thing with the stick. You'd never guess. But some kind of bug made a brightly coloured cocoon on it. Well, look at that, said Bert, and picked it up to look at it better. Whoops. He took it back to his ice cream store and put it on display. That's sure unusual, said Curly's mother when they walked by. What do you say, kids? Let's have some ice cream. Curly had fudge ripple and Napoleon had mint chip. Curly's mother ordered vanilla yogurt, but then she changed her mind and had fudge ripple too. This didn't bother Bert. The bad mood was nowhere around.
Where was it?
Where was it? That's a good question.
So the cat.
Still with the, oh, do you know what? Glitterbug spotted that there's a bad mood right there with that cat. By the time Lou arrived with his pants all clean and pressed, he wanted a double scoop, and so did Mrs. Durham. Holy moly, said Lou. Do I love ice cream? Mrs. Durham smiled. Same here, she said. And Glitterbug's right, that bad mood seems to be hovering right over that cat. Oof, what is going to happen next? Dramatic pause. And 3 years later, Mrs. Durham and Mrs. Durham and Lou were married. The wedding day was right there in the park and everyone in this book was invited. Even the raccoon. What's a raccoon doing, the Glitterbug?
Crying.
Crying. Sometimes folk cry at weddings, usually because they're happy. Curly and Napoleon carried the flowers and they did great. You never know what is going to happen. There's that picture there, right?
Mm-hmm.
By then, the bad mood had been around the world. Tell us where the bad mood had gone from. Come on, Glitterbug.
A cat, a bird, a man, and
Down
a
here?
dog, and a policeman, and what's that?
That's an anteater.
An anteater, and bug, and ants, and the freshman, and fish, and a worm, and the dog, and the skater, and the mouse, and the lady, and the boy, and the baker, and the baby, and the dog, and the cat.
You yourself had it several times. Hard to believe. The stick, however, stayed in the ice cream store. The cocoon had opened a long time ago and Bert had helped the bug fly out into the world. Beautiful butterfly.
I see it.
You see it?
Here, on the camera. I see me.
But the stick he kept right there. It put him in a good mood. And here, this is my favourite part of the book because I'm a bit mean. There's Curly with a triple scooper. What's going to happen? Dun dun dun!
I can't see
Who's
it.
that lurking round the corner? It's a bad mood because Curly's dropped her ice cream. Woo!
I can't see it.
That's the end.
No, I need to see what Curly got the ice cream.
And folks, this is why it's important to ensure you have a good bedtime routine so that things are harmonious. We hope you really, really enjoyed our story, and now we're going to say, good night.
Good night.